Today's Storehouse Storytime is brought to you by apaperscore.com. Let them help you get your credit back into shape. Better credit, better life. Hi friends, and welcome to Storehouse Storytime, you guys. I'm Ronnie, and today's story, you guys, is called Mindful Mr. Sloth. This story is written by Katy Hudson. So friends, let's get into today's story. Sasha Patience Pruitt was far from patient. She loved to do lots of things all at once. She had one speed, fast. And so early one morning, Sasha raced up to her treehouse, trampling some flowers along the way. She frantically waved her butterfly net around for 2 seconds and moved on. She had just whipped out her guitar to serenade the birds when she was interrupted by an almighty crash above her head. Uh-oh. Let's see what happened. Sasha scrambled up to the roof to find a sloth. "Hello," he said. "My name is Mr. Sloth." Mr. Sloth was going to explain how he had fallen from the branch above during his morning nap, but Sasha was too impatient to wait for his story. "Come along, Mr. Sloth," she said. "We are going to be best friends. I have so much for us to do together." They tried playing doctor, but Mr. Sloth took far too long to find a heartbeat. And here's him in his doctor gear. Sasha decided that Mr. Sloth should be the patient. That worked better. They tried building a rocket, but Mr. Sloth was much too slow with the sticky tape. So Sasha thought it best that he do a different job. There's them building a rocket, but it's not coming together just yet. And painting took even longer. Sasha had painted 4 pictures in the time it took Mr. Sloth to tie his apron. "Come along now," Sasha said, picking up a paintbrush and taking over. "There, all done." And there you see Sasha and Mr. Sloth painting their picture together. "Grab a helmet, Mr. Sloth. It's time for the neighborhood race." Off Sasha and Mr. Sloth sped faster than anyone else in the race. Faster and faster they went until... "Stop!" howled Mr. Sloth. "What is it?" Sasha said impatiently. "Can you hear the bird singing?" he asked. "Beautiful." Sasha paused. The chirping was nice enough, but she had a race to win. She plopped Mr. Sloth back in her bike basket, and off they sped again, Sasha pedaling fast to catch up, until... "Can you smell the flowers?" he asked. And Sasha sniffed around, pausing a little longer this time. The flowers did smell nice. How had she never noticed that before? But she didn't have time for this. The race was still underway. "Helmet back on, Mr. Sloth," she said. "Let's go." Off they raced one more time, Sasha pedaling as fast as she could, until... "Stop," wheezed Mr. Sloth. Once again, Sasha slammed on the brakes. But before she could ask, Mr. Sloth took off his helmet and whispered, "Shh." Sasha waited. She took a breath. She felt a tiny breeze. She looked and she listened. All was still, like peaceful. That day, Sasha saw that fun had 2 two speeds, fast and slow. She still liked to go as fast as she could at times. But other times, going slow worked out much better. And just like Sasha had predicted, she and Mr. Sloth became the very best of friends. And at the end of every day, they would snuggle together for story time. And here, friends, is Sasha and Mr. Sloth snuggled for story time. Kind of like we're doing. Mr. Sloth took so long to read the words that Sasha got to enjoy every part of the story more than she ever had before. She even had time to look at the pictures. Of course, they didn't always make it to the end. Mindfulness is being present in the moment. Friends, focus on where you are and what you're doing. Can you guys do that for a moment? Can we stop and relax? Even close our eyes and think for a moment, like, take a deep breath. Where am I? What am I doing? Who's around me? Being aware of your surroundings, that is what mindfulness is. It will help us to understand our environment. It'll help us to take notice of the people and the things around us, the beautiful things, the beautiful people around us, you guys. That's mindfulness, and it's super easy. I know you can do it. What an awesome Storehouse story time, you guys. Mindful Mr. Sloth. I love it. So until next time, you guys, have a fantastic week.